Good evening, everyone. And welcome to the Oliver Ames Extracurricular Awards Night. My name is Kimmy Peters, and I am the president of the Student Council. Tonight we are gathered to recognize the leaders of Oliver Ames who often go unnoticed despite their tremendous dedication and effort. The students honored here tonight all demonstrate outstanding qualities of leadership in their respective organizations. This unique night recognizes the students of the many groups in our school that have enriched our community. The Oliver Ames community is no doubt better for the time invested by these students. Now I'd like to invite our principal, Mrs. Kavanaugh, to the stage to kick off our awards.
Thank you, Kimmy. I am so honored to be here at my first extracurricular awards night. So 180 days each year between 7:55 and 2:25, you all are given the opportunity to better yourselves and our community through the halls of Oliver Ames by engaging in your coursework, connecting with your classmates and teachers, and finding ways to grow as a learner. But what truly defines your character, your leadership, your service to others, is how you choose to spend your time after 2:25. Each of you has made the choice to dedicate your time outside of the classroom to clubs and activities that make Oliver Ames an extraordinary place. Whether it's running a donation drive or fundraiser, providing a safe space for conversation and friendships, participating in competitive meets and challenges, or leading school events and initiatives, your work in these extracurricular activities makes us a better school, and your commitment to them exemplifies what it means to be an OA Tiger. Those of you receiving awards this evening have taken the commitment to personal growth, community service, and teamwork to the next level. Your advisors have chosen you to be a part of a distinguished group of students who go above and beyond to ensure that your clubs continue to grow and find success. I want to encourage each and every one of you to continue this work, whether it's here at OA or in your post-graduation endeavors. We live in a world that needs more humans like you. We live in a world that needs young leaders who strive to be inclusive, caring, and respectful, who see every individual as important and essential member of our community. And I challenge you to keep this in mind with every decision you make, every interaction you have, whether it's in person or online. We know that you have the ability to make a difference both in and outside of OA. So thank you for all the hard work you have put into your organizations. The OA administration, teachers, advisors, they're all grateful and incredibly proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations to all of the recipients tonight. We truly, truly appreciate you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kristen Marani. I'm one of the co-advisors of the Student Council here. Student Council is lucky enough to be able to help facilitate these awards tonight, and I have the honor to be able to do that alongside several of our Student Council officers, Kimmy Peters, who you just met a minute ago, and also Reese Blass and Mia Reinhardt. So we will serve as your MCs for this evening, and with that, a couple of quick logistics. When your name is called to the front, I would just ask you to come right up those stairs right here and arrive on stage for your certificate. You're going to be called by group, so when you get that certificate, you'll stay up here until the rest of your group members are called, and then we'll clap for all of you and then send you back down the same stairwell. So I'm really excited to be with you this evening, as are so many of my colleagues who serve as your advisors. And we're going to begin tonight's ceremony by recognizing members of the Art Club with advisor Ms. Shea. The Art Club is primarily a mural painting club in which members dedicate long hours to beautifying the school one mural at a time. The club also hosts the school's annual art show. Tonight, advisor Ms. Shea would like to recognize several students for their dedication to the club. Tatum Perry. Over the years, each task Tatum has completed in Art Club is done with the utmost care, enthusiasm, and integrity. It was no surprise that she would be voted president by her peers. She has had such a positive influence on the OA art community, which in turn encouraged so many of her advanced art peers to join the club this year. Together, they have excelled in mural making activities and curating the OA annual art show. Tatum brings positive energy to the club at all times, with her upbeat attitude, willingness to help on any task, and ability to motivate the group. It has been inspiring to witness. Hannah Trieber. Hannah's positive attitude and encouraging way to all of her art club peers is a strength of hers as vice president. Hannah was integral in planning and preparing for the annual art show hosted by the club. The talent Hannah possesses is unparalleled, and she is always up for any challenge and motivates her art club peers to do the same. Hannah is a true team player and an important member of the mural crew. Sarah Cathy. As a member of the art club executive board, Sarah's overall enthusiasm for every task is infectious, and her dedication to the art club undeniable. Last year, Sarah very quickly became an important member of the club with her attention to detail, talent, positive and easygoing attitude. Sarah excels at organization and was instrumental in curating and planning the OA Annual Art Show, a show that shined due to her attention to detail. Abby DiFrancesco. The talent Abby possesses is also unparalleled. She is always up for any mural-related challenge. As a member of the art club executive board, Abby always has good ideas, is ready to help the art club at any time. Abby's a dedicated team player with her upbeat personality and get-it-done attitude, and it is a joy to have her in the art club this year. Emily Barnett. Emily's overall enthusiasm for every task is contagious. As part of the art club executive board team, Emily was integral in getting her advanced art peers to join the club this year. She excelled this year at both mural painting and art show preparations and has set a great example on how to be a leader for the next group of art club executive board members. Thank you, art club. I should mention that while we are reading these descriptions, they've been written by the advisors of each of the groups.
Best Buddies has thrived this year, returning to in-person meetings and events. Under the leadership of co-presidents Adeline Clifford and Hannah Murphy, Best Buddies has spread the message of inclusion and friendship throughout the OA community. Tonight, advisors Mrs. Romans and Mrs. De La Torre would like to recognize 4 outstanding members of the Best Buddies organization. Molly Alexander. Molly is a 4-year member of Best Buddies and an integral member of our executive board. Her commitment to Best Buddies over the past 4 years is an example of Molly's focus on spreading kindness and inclusion within our OA community. Adeline Clifford. Co-President Addie Clifford kept our chapter alive during COVID and our return to in-person events. Her personalized buddy cahoots, creative ideas to involve all members, and planning helped our chapter shine not only throughout the past few years, but specifically this year. Hannah Murphy. Co-President Hannah Murphy has been an integral part of our chapter over the past 4 years. Not letting COVID slow us down, she, along with Addie and our board, kept our chapter alive with the fun Google Meets and activities. Hannah's focus on spreading inclusion has been exemplified in every activity she has planned. Jacob Youngworth. Jacob has always been an active participant in Buddies. This year, he took on the role of Buddy Director and has excelled in his participation and planning. Jacob's infectious personality and laughter shine through in every activity and event. Biology Club aims to create an informal place for students interested in science or medicine to meet and discuss various topics regarding biology in a no-stress environment. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Mocrinos would like to recognize 2 seniors. Hannah Murphy. As one of the founding members of Biology Club, Hannah did a wonderful job this year in curating awesome lessons and experiences for the students in the club. She was always prepared with snacks and interesting tidbits of information to keep the club engaged and excited about the topic of biology. Hannah has patience and a classroom presence that is exceptional. Morgan Vasilo. Morgan, the Biology Club's other founding member, has brought some amazing knowledge to the underclassmen through her involvement in the club. Teaching students some origami of different zoo animals was one of the most engaging and silliest things to witness, and it was a pleasure watching her manage an entire class. She really made the club a special and welcoming place for all.
Mrs. Binney and Mrs. Hines advised the OA Book Club, a place for students to gather and communicate about our favorite books. Tonight, they would like to recognize Gianna Mello. Throughout the year, Gianna has been a reliable and hard-working member of Book Club. At every meeting, she consistently offers suggestions and pitches ideas to the club regarding books to read or events to hold. She has also worked tirelessly to maintain our Google Classroom page by posting polls and announcements. Gianna's passion for reading and dedication to Book Club have made her an invaluable asset to our organization. Careers Club is a club at OA that invites professionals from all sorts of jobs into Google Meets to learn more about different possible occupations, ranging from architecture to biotechnology. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Macrinos would like to recognize the club's co-founders. Amelia Andre. Since co-founding Careers Club, Amelia has been extremely involved in scheduling visitors and coming up with deep and interesting questions for our visitors. Most of our professionals always comment on how thoughtful all of the questions she asks are. She is truly mature beyond her years and such an exceptional leader in the Careers Club. We are excited to spend another year with Amelia leading the way so that more students at OA have the opportunity to learn about unique careers. Mireille Nimmer. Mireille, a co-founder of the Careers Club, brings such a bright and positive energy to the club each and every meeting. Mireille has invited professionals into the club on her own and has done a wonderful job coming up with ways to engage the other students in the club in question sessions with our professionals. Mireille is super reliable and always makes announcements to get the entire school community involved whenever she can. She also runs the club's Instagram, which always has beautiful pictures of the club members to encourage even more participation. We're looking forward to another year with Mireille.
Each class is comprised of officers and an executive board, which works together in order to fundraise, coordinate, and run events, and to create class spirit and foster class spirit and create cohesiveness. Tonight, each of the classes will recognize several of their members. We let the seniors recognize just a few more tonight, so we'll celebrate them. Mrs. Sweeney and Ms. Shea would like to recognize both the officers of the class of 2022, as well as several outstanding members of their executive board. Kate Trong. As the four-year president of the class of 2022, Kate has been a driving force in the coordination of all of our class events and activities. Kate's patient and calm nature has been much appreciated, especially when navigating stressful situations and managing multiple priorities. Kate's leadership style focuses on building consensus and fostering unity in our classes better because of her leadership. Kimmy Peters. Kimmy's positive attitude and consistent smile make working with her a joy. Her dedication, sense of responsibility, and willingness to help her fellow classmates make her a valuable member of our leadership team. Thank you, Kimmy, for working so well with your fellow officers to ensure all events, meetings, and activities were organized and successful. Anna Paolillo. Anna's quiet but influential leadership has been a steadying force in the coordination of all class events and activities. Anna's fellow classmates admire and respect her for her willingness to do anything and everything required to ensure successful outcomes. In particular, her dedication to our successful holidays was unmatched. We would not have had the great results we did if it hadn't been for you and your tenacity, creativity, and patience. It's been wonderful to watch you shine as a leader. The following e-board members can come up together: Jack Richardson, Jack Muir, Shari Brody, Reese Blass, Jenna Mills, Bella Berg, and Hallie Kramer. This group of students has been at the heart and soul of the class of 2022 Executive Board. Since freshman year, they have been there at meetings, hall day, and even on Google Meets during the pandemic. These students offered ideas, helped organize events, built props, and hung countless reams of paper across the hallways for every hall day. Each one of them has contributed greatly to the success of their class, and their involvement is greatly appreciated. Congratulations, class of 2022. Advisors Mr. Tianhara and Mr. Arts for the class of 2023 will be recognizing their 4 class officers. Patrick Finnerty is a 3-year member of the Executive Board for the class of 2023. He's been a vital part of the class's ability to come together during the last 3 years. The challenges he faced during the pandemic limited the student body in so many ways, and having Patrick be so approachable and welcoming to his fellow students helped bridge the gap between virtual and in-person meetings. Patrick is a pleasure to work with and is very deserving of this award. Mary Cross. Mary is a 3-year member of the 2023 Executive Board. She has been steadfast in her leadership and desire to help the junior class. She is proactive and creative when organizing class activities and fundraisers, a true pleasure to work with, and also very deserving of this recognition. Henry Ma. Henry is a true team player. In his first year as an Executive Board member, he has been a tremendous help in all of the class of 2023 endeavors. Not only does he show up at every meeting, fundraiser, and event, he's been part of all the behind-the-scenes planning and execution as well. The class of 2023 is lucky to have such a diligent worker. Catherine Wilson. The role of class president can be strenuous and demanding. However, Katie has done an excellent job in her first year. The class of 2023 has been successful in fundraisers and events due to her hard work, dedication, and calm demeanor. When tasks are numerous and deadlines are near, the Executive Board has appreciated Katie's undisturbed manner. The class of 2023 is fortunate to have her at the helm. Congratulations. The class of 2024 is advised by Mrs. Hines and Ms. Mclaughlin, who would like to recognize several members of their leadership for the sophomore class. David Rogers. Having come into the role of president just this year, David has already proven himself to be an integral member of the class of 2024. His enthusiasm for the class is palpable at every event and Executive Board meeting, and his dedication is evidenced in his efforts to support the class through a variety of fundraising endeavors. David's contributions to the class have helped make for a memorable and successful sophomore year. Khalil Badran. For the 2nd consecutive year, Khalil has established himself as an admirable leader for his peers. His pride in his class and appreciation for his peers is unparalleled. Additionally, Khalil's consistent communication with his fellow officers and class advisors is highly dependable and consistent. His clear organization and prioritization of the class's goals continues to be a significant asset. Taylor McAndrew. For the last 2 years, Taylor has been a reliable, diligent, and supportive member of the Executive Board. She faithfully organizes meetings, encourages attendance, and has unwavering follow-through. Taylor is a remarkable resource to the class and consistently sets a high bar for Executive Board involvement. Congratulations. Mrs. Palma and Mrs. Neely have taken on the class of 2025 as their advisors this year and wish to recognize 3 outstanding contributors. Pookie Lau. Pookie has served as the class treasurer during this school year. A consistent presence at many events this year, including Hall Day, Candygram sales, bake sale, and dinner dance tickets. And in the planning of class initiatives, he always offers his practical perspective to help create successful experiences. Riley Miller. Riley joined the class of 2025 executive board at the beginning of this year and has been a consistently dedicated member all year long. She was an active and helpful participant in events and efforts like Hall Day, the selling of candygrams, and the selling of dinner dance tickets. The class of 2025 is grateful to Riley for her commitment to creating fun and memorable experiences for their class. Stella Zackos. Stella has served as class secretary during this school year. She demonstrates great work ethic and planning skills. She has offered her consistent communication, follow-through, and organization in the planning and execution of events and initiatives such as Hall Day, Candygram sales, and the selling of dinner dance tickets. Congratulations, class of 2025. Mrs. Neal, you can stay up here. Sorry.
Club United's purpose is to celebrate diversity and promote inclusivity at Oliver Ames High School. Their goal is to increase interest and awareness in the Latino cultures and communities that exist at OA through volunteerism. Club United allows us to connect and empower Latino student voices by providing them the opportunity to share their diverse cultures, make connections within the student community, and build solidarity. Tonight, Mrs. Neely would like to recognize Laura Rousseau. Laura Rousseau is the founding member of the Club United. Through her tenacity, enthusiasm, and dedication, her first year of this club was a very successful and fun year, where we had the following event: Fall Car Wash to support the Easton Food Pantry, Winter Movie Night to promote student inclusivity, Center School Story Time to celebrate the diversity of Easton through authentic cultural books read by members of those communities, and many festive meetings with overflowing snacks, drinks, music, and smiles. Seems like she's not here, so we'll just give her a round of applause. And next we have the Computer Science Club, and tonight Mr. Hafferty and Mr. Kranick would like to recognize two of the club's most active members. Kailash Ganesh. Kailash is the founder and driving force behind the Computer Science Club. He consistently strived to enhance and lead the club through its beginning times. Through this, Kailash has laid the foundation for this club to continue for many years to come. Fabrice Farron. While originally joining as a club member, Fabrice quickly took on a leadership role within Computer Science Club. From leading meetings to assisting in club work, Fabrice responded to any request with a smile and can-do attitude. His efforts will always be evident for the years to come through the countless members he mentored and assisted. Thank you. The Daily Olivian is the OA student-run news website. Students generate, edit, design, and illustrate all the content. The site publishes sports, arts, news, and feature stories, as well as student photographs and artwork. Tonight, advisors Mr. Flaherty and Mr. Schuessler would like to recognize three of their student leaders. Lauren Gilgan. As the editor, Lauren led the overall planning and daily execution of the Daily Olivian this year, while also creating numerous stories. Our successes this year came in large part from her efforts. Kenny Hardy. Ken wrote numerous pieces on pop culture and the arts as the paper's entertainment editor. His unique outlook and voice were a welcome addition to the staff. Adriana Petrillo. Adriana cranked out copy all year, serving as the editor for the paper's student life section. Her efforts helped us create consistent and engaging content for the OA community. Thank you to the Daily Olivian.
DECA is a national organization that prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Sweeney wishes to recognize 4 members of OAHS Chapter. Kate Trong. As president of DECA, Kate led the group by example. She has an admirable work ethic and is a true role model for her peers. Her positive attitude and her selflessness make Kate a fabulous leader, and I am proud to have been a witness to Kate's remarkable 4 years at OA. Thank you, Kate, for sharing your time and talent with OA DECA. Brad Washburn. Brad's enthusiasm, sense of humor, and willingness to take on any task makes Brad a valuable member of the DECA leadership team. Brad's drive to succeed both inspires and motivates. Thank you, Brad, for providing guidance to our members and for working so well with your fellow officers. You have given OA DECA so much, and you will be missed next year. Jack Muir. Jack has an admirable ability to always see the best in others and to always put others first. Thank you, Jack, for sharing your ideas, your enthusiasm, and your genuinely kind spirit with our DECA leadership team and with all our DECA membership. You bring out the best in others, and your contributions as a DECA leader this year elevated our organization as a whole. You always have a smile on your face, making you a joy to have around. Kimmy Peters. Kimmy's ability to motivate and encourage her peers makes her a born leader. Her kind spirit and her outgoing, likable personality make Kimmy an asset to our organization. Kimmy is reliable and conscientious, and she is a fabulous DECA competitor. Thank you, Kimmy, for enthusiastically working with the other DECA officers to help us navigate the post-pandemic year. OA DECA is grateful for all you have done for the organization. Empowering Stories is a new club built on centering the experiences of historically underrepresented or marginalized voices. Through reading books, watching documentaries, and engaging with other media, our club aims to start conversation among students about crucial modern issues. Tonight, advisors Ms. Campbell and Mrs. Palma would like to recognize Sean Galligan for his leadership in the club. Sean Galligan's interest in social justice, diversity, inclusion, and belonging is palpable to anyone who engages in conversation with him. As one of the co-leaders of the Empowering Stories book club this year, he played a significant role in facilitating the types of discussions that are not only complex and sensitive, but also necessary and just. Sean's open-mindedness, coupled with his natural approachability, allowed the younger members of our club to feel seen and heard. His responsibilities consisted of coordinating members, designing discussion questions, and facilitating discussion. Sean, together with his co-leader Abby, created a space where people felt safe enough to take risk and be vulnerable. Abby Bryan Jones will receive her certificate tomorrow, as she was unable to attend this evening. The Environmental Society is a club that is dedicated to creating a more sustainable Oliver Ames. This team members manage the school's recycling program and work to raise awareness of important environmental issues. Tonight, advisors Mrs. Donahue and Mrs. Kaufman would like to recognize 5 students for their leadership and commitment. Madison Barr. Madison is an enthusiastic and dedicated member of OAHS. She volunteered time early in the year to research a tree planting program. She has also enjoyed paper making, and we look forward to her continued participation. Chloe Lee. Chloe brings an important sense of humor and laughter to the club. She faithfully attends meetings and always has excellent new ideas for the club. We are so happy that Chloe will continue to contribute for 2 more years. Naomi Marcus. Naomi enjoys OAHS along with her many other interests and activities. We are so lucky to have her dedication and great ideas. Naomi is passionate about upcycling and led us in planting succulents in upcycled containers. Thanks, Naomi. Benjamin St. Louis. Ben is a great asset to OAES. He is truly committed to the environment and brings amazing positivity to all of our activities. We look forward to including Ben's terrific ideas next year. Sophie West. Sophie is a thoughtful and compassionate member of the club. She loves science as one of her many interests and activities. Her dedication is truly appreciated, and we look forward to her terrific contributions again next year.
The Envirothon Team is a group of students who are interested in learning more about the environment. Envirothon Team members prepare themselves to participate in a statewide competition held each May. Tonight, advisors Ms. Macrinos and Mr. Sullivan would like to recognize 4 students. Joyce Reed. A new member of the Envirothon this year, Joyce has jumped straight into helping the team put together this year's current issue presentation. Her positive attitude and desire for success helped her complete research on how to achieve a zero-waste future and bring that knowledge to her community. Joyce's efforts will hopefully lead towards solutions for climate change and better ways to conserve energy. Sophie West. A new member of Envirothon, Sophie has been an extremely committed member this year, attending meetings and making strong efforts towards this year's current issue presentation. Her mindset and personality are what make her such a great team member, and her research is helping the team work towards solutions for a zero-waste future. Sophie's contributions will help lead towards climate solutions and promote social and environmental justice. Gabe Silverman. Our only original member to the Envirothon, Gabe keeps the team together and focused to get the job done. He has spearheaded our current research project this year, and his connections to all sorts of people in the community have made our project a great success. Gabe's positivity and passion for the environment makes him such a valuable member of the club, and we can't wait for him to lead again next year. Ben St. Louis. In Ben's first year, he was a valuable addition to the Envirothon team. His positivity and high energy always gets the team excited for our monthly meetings, and he can always find interesting current research to help the team with their project. Ben's enthusiasm is unmatched, and we are excited for him to bring some experience and more of his positive energy to the club next school year. The French Club provides an environment for all students to explore French culture, customs, and cuisine. Advisor Mr. Sharkey would like to recognize Kate Trong for her leadership. Kate has been a 4-year member of the French Club, and she rejuvenated the club during her presidency and our return to in-person events this year. Kate brought incredible enthusiasm to all of our meetings, whether discussing traditions or leading students in tasting French foods. Kate's love of language and other cultures and her repeated invitations to everybody to come to the French Club meetings will be missed greatly, as will her leadership and positivity.
I should mention that the Financial Literacy Club will not be recognizing anyone tonight just because of absence tonight. The Gender Sexuality Alliance is a group committed to providing the All of Ames High School community with a safe and relaxed environment for discussion and education about gay, lesbian, bisexual and gender issues, support and social connection for all LGBTQ students and allies, and advocacy efforts to promote awareness and inclusion for all students in the OA community. Advisor Mrs. St. Mary is recognizing 3 students for their leadership in the GSA tonight. Caitlin Montgomery. Our last GSA leader left big shoes to fill, and Caitlin jumped into those shoes wholeheartedly and enthusiastically this year. She truly embodied the 3 missions of the GSA. She created a comfortable, safe vibe in meetings and worked hard to make sure all felt welcome and included. She stayed connected with GSA members outside of the club meetings, offering them encouragement and support. and she was not afraid to speak up and advocate for the voices of our LGBTQ+ community members. She will be missed. Anastasia Athenidis. Anastasia is part of a group of freshman GSA members who are already shining as leaders. She demonstrated strong dedication to our club and the ability to turn ideas into action. Anastasia partnered with another student to create a new event called Speak Out, which included a presentation about recent trends in legislation and a student-led discussion about the potential impact on the LGBTQ+ community. Anastasia brings incredible positive energy to everything she does, and we look forward to her future contributions to the GSA. Caitlin Peligman. Caitlin is a freshman GSA member who stood out in her consistent participation and dedication to our club. Even when she was balancing other extracurricular activities, Caitlin stayed in touch with GSA members and pitched in to help with planning and executing events. She was part of a team who presented at the Speak Out event and helped guide the discussion. Caitlin finds just the right equilibrium between keeping us on track and making us laugh with her sharp wit. We look forward to her continued participation in the GSA. Thank you. The Hakamak Model Senate is a 2-day simulation of the U.S. Senate with other Hakamak Lee schools where members draft, debate, and vote on student-created legislation. The Model Senate engages in creating informed and politically active students who, as future voters, have a voice in society. Advisor Mr. Goldberg would like to recognize 2 model senators tonight. Kate Mclaughlin. Kate has always been a civically minded individual, and her contribution to Model Senate cannot be overlooked in her 4 years with the club. Her passion for politics, meaningful and well thought out bills, and respect for others' points of view has made her a vital part of our Model Senate program. We look forward to seeing her direct what she has learned to the real world in the future. Akila Santhakumar. Akila is a first-year model senator, and she has a bright future with the club. Akila has a passion for civics and politics and put her knowledge and interest to use this year with her bill and debating skills. We are excited to have her energy and knowledge with us for the remainder of high school. Congratulations.
The Jimmy Fun Club seeks to help fundraise towards research and to support families who are affected by pediatric cancer. Advisor Ms. Mclaughlin would like to recognize Grace Murphy for her leadership in this club. Grace is a reliable, responsible leader with excellent communication skills. Her passion for the cause is palpable. She does an excellent job brainstorming new ways to fundraise and collaborates consistently with her advisor and the administration. The club is in excellent hands with Grace as our leader, and we appreciate all of her contributions. Thank you. Kids for Wish Kids. This club is affiliated with the Make-A-Wish Foundation that provides students with the opportunity to engage in philanthropy and service activities to help grant wishes to children with life-threatening medical conditions. This program encourages community service, leadership, volunteerism, and teamwork. Advisor Mrs. Souza would like to recognize 5 active members of the club for their dedication. Melanie L. As the president of OA Kids for Wish Kids, Melanie is an outstanding leader, and she is instrumental to the success of our club. In our meetings, Melanie strives to create a welcoming environment for all members. She has dedicated her time and energy to this club so that she may leave a lasting legacy, not only on this school, but also on this community. She will be greatly missed next year. Colleen Mann. As the vice president of the club, Colleen helps to facilitate all meetings and events. At every meeting, Colleen is an eager and willing participant, ready to step up for the cause in any way she can. She is a valued member of our organization, always willing to dedicate her time and energy to whatever task is required. We're lucky to have Colleen as a dedicated member for the next 2 years. Madeline Bornstein. As secretary of OA Kids for Wish Kids, Maddie diligently reaches out to members, faculty, and administration alike regarding upcoming events and fundraisers. She's present at every meeting, always willing to go above and beyond for the good of the club. As a junior, we're excited to see the work that Maddie will continue to do for the club. Genevieve Fulford. As our treasurer, Jenny deals with some of the more challenging aspects of our club. Not only is she in charge of maintaining the student activity fund, but she diligently fills out paperwork after fundraisers, updates the balance, and collects all funds. Our club would not be successful without her continued effort and dedication. As a sophomore, we're thankful to have Jenny for another 2 years. Lauren Gilgan. Lauren is our social media coordinator. She has been a dedicated member since her freshman year. Lauren is responsible for advertising all of our major events through a variety of social media platforms. As a result of her effort, we are able to successfully gain the support of our local community. Through her positive and upbeat attitude, Lauren makes any event or fundraiser entertaining and welcoming to all. She will be greatly missed next year. Thank you. The Latin Club is a club open to all students who are currently taking Latin or are interested in the Latin language. This is a social and academic club for those who are enthusiastic about Roman culture, history, language, and are interested in sharing the enthusiasm with other like-minded Latin lovers. Advisor Mrs. Gove would like to recognize Adeline Clifford. Addie brings a sense of fun and liveliness to our Latin Club meetings. Always ready to brainstorm ideas, she is organized and thoughtful while also displaying the true enthusiasm of a Roman consul. She consistently elevated our activities and made our time together entirely enjoyable. She has been a dream to work with and a true leader. Thank you.
The Leo Club is sponsored and supported by the Easton Lions Club. LEO is an acronym for Leadership, Experience, and Opportunity. The club is a completely community service-based organization which promotes leadership and gives students a wide range of opportunities to help the community. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Sankaran would like to recognize 4 Leos. Fanny Fauron. Fanny has been taking advantage of all the community service opportunities provided by the Leo Club. Her dedication to serving the Mansfield Food Pantry has been noticed and appreciated by the organizers. Her ability to connect with the people whom she was serving and her commitment to all the activities made a difference in the community. Your leadership has taken the club to a better level this year. We are grateful for all your wonderful contributions. Job well done this year. Fabrice Farron. Even though very quiet, Fabrice has quietly but strongly contributed to the club through his commitment and willingness to go the extra mile with a smile. His calm demeanor and unique approach to any issue surely helped the club activities. Thank you, Fabrice, for your contribution and best wishes for all your future endeavors. Joyce Reed. Joyce has been a solid contributor to the Leo Club through her detected services. She ensured that all the activities are done till the end, successfully. Her attention to detail in finishing a project or service is commendable. Thank you for all your contributions this year, Joyce. Hannah Murphy. Hannah Murphy's service to the Leo Club for the past 2 years has been commendable. Her reliability, commitment, and her going above and beyond attitude have set her apart from her peers. She would always be there to organize any service projects that the Leos have undertaken. In spite of her involvement in several other clubs, her studies, etc., she was able to set aside her time for her service to the community. Best wishes to her for all of her future endeavors. The math team participates in the Southeastern Massachusetts Mathematics League competition, where students travel once a month to other local schools and compete against other students. Advisor Mrs. Schleicher would like to recognize the following students, 5 members of the team, for their hard work and success. Brian Wing. Brian is a sophomore who joined the math team during his freshman year when all competitions were virtual. He immediately became the top-scoring freshman on the team and has maintained the success through the transition back to in-person competitions and is currently the team's top-scoring sophomore. He is a great teammate and is always willing to help out his fellow team members. Brian's eagerness to learn and grow will be a valuable asset to the math team in the years to come. Alex Parker. Alex is a junior who has been a strong competitor on the math team for the past 3 years. He has been an active participant in both travel and virtual competitions, often finding himself on the high scorers list. This year, Alex has grown into his leadership role as a captain of the team, helping new members learn the competition process and understand the challenging math concepts necessary for success. Alex's leadership and enthusiasm will continue to serve as an asset to the team's success. Henry Ma. Henry is a junior who began his successful math team career during his sophomore year when competitions were virtual. He immediately became a top scorer on the team and has maintained the success through the transition back to in-person competitions. Henry consistently receives high scores during both travel and virtual competitions. He is an enthusiastic team member who is always willing to help out others. Henry's hard work and team spirit will continue to positively contribute to the team's success. Ryan Straczynski. Ryan is a senior who has been a loyal member of the math team for 4 years. He has been an active participant in both travel and virtual competitions, scoring many points for the team throughout the years. He attended almost every meeting and was always striving for improvement. He led by example, showing younger members how to search for and learn from their mistakes. Ryan's hard work and dedication will be greatly missed. Kailash Ganesh. Kailash is a senior who has been a dedicated member of the math team for 4 years. He has consistently been recognized as a top scorer for our team in the Southeastern Massachusetts Mathematics League competitions. He has achieved a perfect score for the past 2 years in the Atlantic Pacific Math League competition, which is an amazing feat. Kailash has become an incredible leader of the team, serving as a team captain for the past 2 years. He has been committed to helping younger members learn the ropes of math team and helping them with some of the more advanced topics that are a part of the competition. Kailash's endearing personality and strong leadership will be greatly missed. Medium is the official literary magazine of Oliver Ames High School. Members collaborate to produce a publication that showcases the writing, art, photography, and other creative talents of OA students and teachers. Ms. Campbell would like to recognize 3 members of the literary magazine team. Adeline Clifford. What an honor it has been working alongside you these past few years. You have proven yourself to be the most capable of leaders, the true backbone of our club. From your technology expertise to your more creative entries, you have made an indelible impression on all of us. Your patience, intelligence, and kindness are qualities that will serve you well next year. I am so thankful that our younger members got to work alongside you and learn from the example you set. To Nguyen. You arrive at every meeting with a can-do attitude that sets the tone for your peers. You are naturally persistent and willing to take on any responsibility asked of you, whether it is soliciting submissions, following up with student creators, drafting email correspondence. You have done it all. Moreover, you are a model of dependability. Your solutions-oriented mindset, organization skills, and dedication make you a valuable leader. Naomi Marcus, your passion for literature and art are palpable. Through you, though you are a skilled analyst, artist, and writer, your talents extend beyond these domains. Time after time, you have proven yourself to be a thoughtful individual who puts others ahead of themselves. You consistently volunteer to take on projects and responsibilities, and your enthusiasm is natural. Thank you for helping solicit so much writing for proofreading it all. Your contributions are invaluable and your participation vital to our publication.
Mock trial is a rich curriculum that promotes the development of fundamental knowledge, sound judgment, and critical thinking skills. In mock trials, students are placed in a simulated courtroom situation where they assume the roles of lawyers and witnesses in a hypothetical case. Tonight, advisor Mr. Gotzel would like to recognize 3 outstanding members of the mock trial team. Adeline Clifford. Adeline was a new addition to the team this year, but made an impact right away. She took on one of the toughest expert witness roles that the Massachusetts Bar has ever created. Adeline took the challenge, learning everything she could about latent fingerprint analysis and perfecting her role. While her time on the team was short, her impact was anything but. Emma O'Hara. Emma is a 2-year member of the mock trial team. As one of the few seniors on the team, Emma immediately took on a leadership role and helped the freshmen and sophomores learn the tricks of the trade. Emma did a great job on taking on any role that was needed of her. While we will miss her cerebral and clever open statements, she has set the team up for future success. We wish her luck on her future endeavors. The mission of the Multicultural Club is to create bridges between various people and cultures, to create a deeper understanding of ideals and lead to meaningful friendships. Advisor Mrs. Sankaran would like to recognize 3 members of the club this evening. Fanny Fauron. Fanny has been a solid executive member of the Multicultural Club this past year. Even though she started off very shy, she took upon the challenge to serve as one of the executive members and excelled at it too. Her creativity and uniqueness in thinking are something to be mentioned while recognizing her. Thank you, Fanny, for your contribution to the club. Amelia Andre. Amelia's very quiet but strong approach to the events, activities, and issues was appreciated in our meetings. I have seen her grow stronger as a leader. Her strong commitment and determination to get things done are commendable. Thank you, Amelia, for your contribution to the club. Mireille Nimmer. Mireille has always been the voice of expression in the club. She is not afraid to speak up or stand up for what she believes in. Her enthusiasm for her culture and other cultures were contagious. She took pride in sharing her cultural experiences, both good and bad ones. The National Honor Society is an organization that recognizes high scholastic achievement, leadership, service, and outstanding character. Tonight, advisors Mrs. Visnauskas and Mrs. Bailey would like to recognize Kailash Ganesh. Kailash is the president of National Honor Society. He took this on with full force. Kailash energized the group to get involved, running all our meetings, helping anyone who needed some community service hours, checking in with his advisors and classmates, making sure everything needed to be done was accounted for. His leadership and commitment to the Honor Society will be passed on to the underclassmen, setting a wonderful example for those to come. The purpose of the Paws Project is to fundraise for and donate supplies to local animal shelters with the hope of promoting adoption throughout the community. Tonight, advisor Ms. Mclaughlin would like to recognize a leader in the club, Abby Sanford. Abby is a remarkable leader for her peers, as she designed this club from inception this year and garnered specific interest and participation. She constantly develops inspiring fundraising ideas and always follows through. Her enthusiasm for animals is infectious, and we look forward to seeing the Paws Club continue to flourish. Reach Out and Read is a national program that promotes early literacy and school readiness in pediatric exam rooms by giving developmentally and culturally appropriate books to children to promote the importance of reading aloud. The Oliver Ames High School chapter of Reach Out and Read partners with pediatric healthcare providers in Massachusetts to encourage early literacy skills so children can begin their educational careers prepared for success. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Neely would like to recognize Reese Blass. Reese is the founding member here at OA, and her remarkable leadership, dedication, and entrepreneurial skills have made this chapter very successful. In the last 4 years, this club has donated 451 books to local pediatric offices, made 20 student storytime videos that made it possible to read to pediatric patients in hospitals during the pandemic, executed successful restaurant fundraisers that supported the purchase of new books, and sponsored a fall book drive that resulted in 200 books being donated by students and their families. Reese has been an integral part of the Reach Out and Read Club's success. I am very proud of her consistent hard work and know that she has been a wonderful example for future student leaders. The Iron Tigers robotics team is a student-run team that competes in the first robotics competition. In a 6-week time frame, the team must work together to design, program, fabricate, and test a 120-pound robot from scratch. Tonight, advisor Mr. Durantz would like to recognize 4 Iron Tigers. Tyler Bill. Tyler eagerly stepped into the role of team captain. He was the glue that held our team together throughout build season and competition. He spent countless hours organizing and leading our team out of a pandemic and throughout the preseason, build season, and competition. We could not have done this without you, and of course, your love for Milwaukee tools. Thank you. Charlie Pomfret. Charlie took on 2 roles this year as junior captain and build team captain. He worked very long hours in working closely with Tyler to lead our team to build our robot. During the competition, Charlie was responsible for constant repairs in between matches that were necessary to keep our robot in the game. Thank you for all your hard work and great ideas. Fabrice Farron. Fabrice took on the job of software captain. We were happy to see Fabrice evolve from the shy freshman who recently moved to our community to a senior and leader of our software team. His knowledge of Java gave our robot eyes, ears, motion, and the intelligence to use them, making our robot a worthy member of any alliance we were a part of during competitions. Thank you. There's one more. A.U. Kempner. The wonderful thing about being part of a FIRST robotics team is there are so many ways for a team member to try out new things and be a part of a variety of sub-teams. Ben's love for the arts and graphic design has always been a big asset to the Iron Tigers. Over the years, Ben has worked on a variety of projects from team swag, graphics for our team shirts, and our team logo. Our team thanks him and wishes him good luck in his future endeavors.
Students Against Destructive Decisions, or SAD, believes that to find the solutions to the big issues our teens are dealing with, the teens themselves must have a voice and they must be a part of the solution. SAD exists to empower teens to provide the tools they need to inspire positive action, to become leaders and role models, and to create a community-based approach to addressing the most critical issues that teens face today. Tonight, advisors Mrs. Carney and Mrs. Sankarin would like to recognize 3 students. Claudia Cox. Claudia has been invested in the SAD from the beginning of the year. Her effort and time towards creating posters and documents with statistics are much appreciated, along with her role in the White Ribbon campaign. Thank you, Claudia, and best wishes for your future endeavors. Joyce Reed. Joyce has been dedicated to the cause of the SAD Club from the beginning as well. Her timely help during all the projects, attending the CADCA conference, and speaking at the White Ribbon campaign. Rebecca Abreu. Rebecca has been involved in the SAD Club from the beginning of the year. She contributed to the making of posters, documents with statistics, etc. Her contributions to the club is much appreciated. Best wishes to you for all of your future endeavors. School on Wheels provides educational support services for students who are experiencing homelessness. Advisor Mrs. Souza would like to recognize 2 outstanding members of the OA chapter. Amanda Barth. Amanda has been a constant and dedicated member of School on Wheels. She, along with her co-president, exemplifies what it means to be an outstanding leader. Amanda acted as a liaison between our members and the greater organization operating behind School on Wheels. She will be greatly missed next year, but we are so thankful for the time and energy she dedicated to this club while at OA. Hannah Murphy. Hannah, along with her co-president, has demonstrated true leadership this year. She tirelessly works to not only support this great organization, but to also educate her peers about the club. Through her efforts during our meetings as well as behind the scenes, Hannah is a vital officer of this club, one which would not survive without her continued efforts. She will be missed next year.
The science team is open to all students and competes in the Southeastern Massachusetts League as well as the State Science Olympiad. Students prepare for events in areas such as earth science, biology, chemistry, and physics. Tonight, advisors Mrs. Donahue and Mr. Koutros would like to recognize 3 students. Bradford Washburn. Brad has been a tremendous asset to the science team. This year, Brad led the team as one of the co-captains. Brad brings a love of science and a competitive spirit to the meets with other schools. He also participated in numerous events at the state meet this year. Bryn Cook. Bryn's interest in and devotion to science are hard to beat. She has been a key member of the science team for 4 years and excels in preparation for events. Bryn has excellent attendance at both local and state meets, and her wonderfully competitive nature has been an asset to the team. Samuel Kidd. Sam led the team as one of the co-captains this year and has been a great mentor to newer team members. Sam loves all things science and has been a dedicated competitor for 4 years. The OA Shark Club is a fun, inclusive club where anyone can join and have a fun time. Our goal is to teach people real facts about sharks through wicked cool episodes from Discovery's annual Shark Week. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Makrinos would like to recognize the founding member of the club, William Hobie Soberai. Hobie, the founding member and president of the OA Shark Club, has enthusiasm beyond belief for sharks. When he started this club, he recruited over 100 students to join us for the first meeting. Hobie has supplied the students of OA with creative shark-themed snacks, as well as so many interesting documentaries about sharks that students have enjoyed together over these past few months. Nobody else would be right to lead this club. Hobie is the one and only, and we are so excited to continue learning about the beautiful, powerful, and often misunderstood species of sharks that have inhabited our planet for the past hundreds of millions of years.
The mission of the OA Sign Language Club is to provide an opportunity for students to learn the basics of sign language, ASL, American Sign Language Form, and to gain insight into deaf culture. Tonight, Mrs. Starr would like to recognize 2 dedicated members. Sonia Warwick. In this challenging year, following our COVID hiatus, Sonia has been a bright and inspiring light to help build back OA's Sign Language Club. She was always at the ready to make and distribute posters and investigate ideas on how she could help create a lesson to inspire and share the art of sign. She may be a freshman, now a rising sophomore, but her vigor and positive attitude shine maturity and leadership. Lauren Gilgan. Lauren was the first to shine the spotlight back on the Sign Language Club this year. She's a comeback kid and was part of the club back as a sophomore. She never forgot her roots or let go of her interests. And just days after school started, Lauren was right there, leading and reaching out to build ideas on the how-tos of lesson planning, ideas, and advertising. Now a senior, we know that Lauren will continue to follow her dreams and help build other mighty ideas with her leadership and visionary qualities. Congratulations. This year's Spanish Club events included the celebrations of the Day of the Dead, Three Kings Day, and the Day of Friendship. Club members enjoyed snacks and music while creating authentic crafts and learning about how people from many countries observe these holidays. Advisor Mrs. Sharkey would like to recognize Hannah Murphy for her involvement in the club. Hannah attended each meeting with intention of celebrating culture. When students arrived at events, Hannah was there to greet them and demonstrate how to be fully present in order to enjoy each moment, no matter what stress or worries the student had that day. Her positivity made all of the club members feel engaged and interested. Congratulations. The OAHS Student Council is made up of members of all 4 grades and oversees many of the school-wide events that take place throughout the year. As their co-advisor, along with my colleague who's out on maternity leave, Mrs. Kenny, I'm pleased to recognize 3 of our officers who are here with us this evening. Kimmy Peters. Kimmy is as good of a leader as you can ask for. Kind, humble, confident, optimistic, and extraordinarily generous. I'm so grateful that she added student council to her already busy schedule. We have been indebted to her, and we are deeply grateful for the time that she's given us. Thank you, Kimmy. Reese Blass. Reese's dedication and work ethic surprises everybody but those who know us best. She's a wonderful and dedicated leader, a fantastic friend and supporter of all things, supporting others and always thinking about them first. Mia Reinhardt. Mia has always provided us with consistent presence, ever helpful, present for every meeting, and offering the voices of her and so many others in all of our conversations. I will truly miss their kindness and appreciate in particular the leadership that they've shown here tonight. Congratulations. The Tiger Productions meets weekly and films all kinds of events around our school and community, including our weekly news show, Tiger Talk. Tonight, Advisor Mr. Souza would like to recognize 3 members of Tiger Productions for their commitment and creativity. Tatum Perry. Tatum has been with Tiger Productions for 2 years. She joined at the height of the pandemic, so we were still doing cohorts. Despite the fact that we met on the opposite day, she always made the trip to ensure her attendance at meetings and to learn how to use the advanced equipment. She certainly didn't have to do it, but she did it anyway. And as club president, she's a teacher's dream student. She always works to the best of her ability and pushes herself to grow every day. She leads by example and is always there with a helping hand and to answer a question. She's made herself an invaluable member of the crew and is often Mr. Souza's right hand. Tatum is attending NYU in the fall, where she'll pursue her dream of being a writer. To say we're proud of her is an understatement. While she'll be missed, her legacy will live on in everyone she helps along the way. We wouldn't be where we are today without you. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to Tiger Productions. Emily Barnett. Emily started with Tiger Productions last year, but really kicked it into high gear this year. Emily is the Jill of all trades. She's our club vice president and co-host of Tiger Talk, our weekly show. Her creativity comes through during the planning phase of production, as her ideas are always fresh and fun. And when it comes time to edit everything together, she takes a back seat to no one. Her skills have certainly improved over the last year especially, but the phase where she truly shines is production. That's the actual filming part. She holds her own with the best of them behind the camera, but she was born to be in front of it. Her positive energy, fun spirit, and overall enthusiasm is infectious. Her performances, whether on stage or in front of the camera, are always delivered at a high level. Remember her face, folks. You will see her on the big screen one day. Not a prediction, a spoiler. Emily will attend Emerson College in the fall, where she will study, what else? Film. If something needs to be done, 9 times out of 10, she's the one who comes through. And while we'll find a new vice president for next year, Emily Barnett can never be replaced. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to Tiger Productions. Charlotte Collins. Charlotte is one of the co-hosts for Tiger Talk, our weekly news show. She poked her head in a few times last year, but this year she was all in. She took on the role of co-host while never having real experience of being on camera. Talk about guts. Some people let the challenge like that pass for a variety of reasons, but not Charlotte. She's the kind of person who says, I'll do it, even if she doesn't know how to do it right now, she'll figure it out. We appreciate a go-getter in this club, and she's leading the pack. She loves to have fun, but when it comes to work, she's all business. If she has an idea that she wants to pursue, she goes after it. She makes a plan and she executes. That's the kind of can-do spirit that will serve her well. Congratulations. UNICEF was founded at the beginning of the 2017 school year and is affiliated with and works to raise money for the UNICEF organization. By initiating fundraisers, the club raises money toward helping children in poverty around the world to get clean water, healthy nutrition, and immunizations. Tonight, advisor Mrs. Binney would like to recognize 2 members of our OA affiliate, Melanie Yell. Melanie expressed interest in taking the UNICEF Club as co-president in 2020 and immediately took the role very seriously. Our monthly meetings included professional PowerPoints on UNICEF's focus topic of the month. She would not only learn a great deal about the topic, but she would find an interesting way to discuss the information, such as a scavenger hunt, Kahoot, or discussion. She has also organized our trick-or-treat fundraiser, making Halloween-themed cups for every advisory to collect change and creating a fun prize basket for the winning advisory. Melanie has put in an impressive amount of energy into raising money for children and disseminating information about important topics like sanitation, education, and equal rights. The club thrived under her leadership. She's been an asset to our club, and her efforts have raised money for children in need around the world. Karis Lentine. Karis expressed an interest in leading the UNICEF Club in 2020 as a junior and has been an active and eager co-president ever since. She helped create informative and engaging PowerPoints and delivered the information with a seriousness that allowed for thoughtful discussion. She has been an integral part of each fundraiser and is an active voice for our club, always encouraging our current members and working to recruit new ones. She has helped our club thrive, and her efforts have raised money for children in need around the world. Congratulations. The student being recognized by Ultimate Frisbee is not here today, so thank you for Mr. Sullivan for getting us started again with Ultimate Frisbee this year. We appreciate it. I just wanted to offer just one final round of applause to the many students that received awards this evening. I also wanted to offer my heartfelt thanks to my colleagues who are here tonight to recognize all of you. The work that we do sort of on the outside as advisors, I think, is one of the things that makes this job really special, that we get to see you in a different light. And so I think on behalf of my colleagues, I would say that we're very grateful for that opportunity, but also thank you for being here this evening as well. As we conclude these awards this evening, you'll find in the atrium some coffee, waters, and snacks, and hopefully you'll get an opportunity to be able to connect with those advisors and with your friends for the next little bit of time. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Have a great night.